everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Tigers going up against the Ravens. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of the 2017 NFL season between the Chicago Tigers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. To return, here's Chris Conley. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And you can say so many positive things about him as a player. Durable, guy's got a big right arm. Receivers absolutely love him to be able to go downfield and grab the football. But I think he elevates his play. In fact, I know he elevates his play when he gets to the postseason. And that's the kind of guy you want leading your team.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So 2nd and 10 here. Second down, Flacco now. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Mike Pennell able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Surveying the field. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
I think years from now we talk about the zone read in the NFL. We may attach Colin Kaepernick's name to it first because he really made it popular and allowed a lot of other NFL teams to decide to put it into their own playbooks.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The play clock's running down. Kaepernick going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Play clock winding down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protective they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
From the time he entered the NFL, Terrell Suggs has been a load to block for anyone. His ability to get upfield and make plays in the backfield, almost unparalleled.
There's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Kaepernick. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Jared Odrick is fast becoming one of the best anchor defensive ends in the NFL.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Hill, the lone setback. Flacco to throw again on second down. Right side catch, Gilmore. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Look at the time. He's going to sling this. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. 65 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Crockett Gilmore from 3 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
And they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? They'll run the option left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's got Evans. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The play clock's running down. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Evans has it left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Defense is going to every game talking about winning the early downs to make third down a difficult assignment for an offense. On that play, the defense accomplished its goal.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Caught left side, Gilmore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Or maybe a little of both. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, it's Hill. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now Flacco. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Flacco here on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking for Perriman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run with Gillislee. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Play clock winding down. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. 2nd and 5.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Hey! Move 45! Move 45!
On second down, Flacco to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And that takes us from second to third down. Five yards to gain here on third down.
Tight is on the loose. Tight is on the loose.
Set! Move 45! Move 45!
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he slings one that's incomplete. And they'll need to 39 here for a first. This is third down. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. He's got time in the pocket. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll cut it out, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Hill, the lone setback. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's got his man. It's Williams. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. Right side catch. Gilmore. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our 1st half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Operating off play action. Flacco. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey.
45.
On 1st down, Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Chris Conley, 27 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after now from Catanzaro. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. They set up the screen to Hill. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a nifty little Deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. They begin the drive with Hill. He juked him. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Holding. Defense. Automatic first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll throw now on the final play. Finding time. And his pass incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John. Why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, I bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. A gain of 3, second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Over the middle to Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground. This is Gillislee again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. 2nd down following the run. The play clock's running down. Here's Kaepernick. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's got the completion to Strong. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Play clock winding down. They'll try to run it in with Gillislee. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
This is where you're probably weighing the score and the clock. 3rd quarter, so maybe it's a little early to start worrying about how much time is left in the game. But if you kick the field goal, you make it a 2-score game. A tough balance and a tough decision for any coach to make.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Here's Conley. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. Right side catch. Gilmore. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run. This is Hill. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Conley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And his kick is right through. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Third down now following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And a catch right side by Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Lardarius Webb in on the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another pistol look here. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run the option left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
It's complete to Fuller. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Play action. Flacco surveying the field. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Baltimore 1st down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
On the draw, Flacco to Dixon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenneth Dixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And how about that, giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it. And right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Flacco looking to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for
chart.
1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Kaepernick hit, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Kaepernick will try again on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Kaepernick now on first down. He's got time. Caught left side, Hopkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Kaepernick to throw again. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw, Kaepernick gets it to Strong. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. The play clock's running down. Here's Kaepernick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
False start, offense.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Hill, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash.